If you ask ChatGPT how to make a slushie at home, it'll suggest you use a blender. What does AI know anyway? There's a new option for making slushy drinks that are a lot closer to the ones you get at restaurants or even 7-Eleven, and this machine doesn't use ice. It can even make milkshakes without ice cream, but it does require one controversial ingredient that you can't opt out of.
Wait, what?
This is the new Ninja Slushi. With a dedicated freezing chamber, the premise here is faster, easier, more consistent frozen drinks.
So what's it like to use? How long does it take to make a drink? What do they taste like? And is this machine worth it? I received a machine directly from Ninja to try out here in my home and find out. I'd like to thank the company for sending me one to test, but it's important to note they haven't asked for and weren't given permission to have any input into my final review. Let's get to it.
Getting the machine out of the box is a workout because it weighs 24 pounds or 11 kilos. The Ninja Slushi machine is fully assembled for the most part, although you do have to know the different parts when you need to disassemble and clean the machine. The only thing you need to attach prior to getting started is the 2-part drip tray, and the cool thing with this is when you aren't using the machine, you can attach the tray to the side. The machine is sleek and doesn't look anything like those comical margarita machines. It does measure about 17 inches tall by 7 wide and 16 inches deep. You also get a quick start guide as well as an inspiration guide or recipe book. Now, the guides and a handful of stickers and labels all over the machine might feel like information overload, but I'm actually happy Ninja went all in with the documentation because I imagine this will be the first slushy machine for a lot of people, and there's a few things you do need to keep in mind when using it, which we'll get to. I'm going to quickly disassemble the unit so you can see the parts and how it goes together. The main part of the machine is the large plastic mixing vat, which removes using a lever. With the vat removed, you can also pull the auger free. Underneath is a condensation catch tray. Everything comes apart easily and goes together intuitively. With all the parts removed, you'll be looking at the silver freezing chamber. When the machine is running, this freezing cylinder gets super cold, and it's what will turn your drink from liquid to slush. So what can you make? In addition to ordinary slushies, the Ninja Slushi also lets you make boozy, spiked slushies like margaritas. It can also serve frozen coffee, milkshakes, frozen wine, and frozen juices. I'll show you all my test results coming up.
But let's get to how you make your first drink. And while it is relatively quick and easy to pull together, there are a few important things to know. For starters, it could take up to 1 hour to chill whatever drink you're making. Depending on the liquid content, you might need to allot some time before you're going to serve your drinks. You may also need some time to mix up your drink unless you opt for something simple like freezing juice or soda. Since that is the easiest, let's start there.
This recipe is as simple as dumping a few cans of soda into the machine and turning it on. About 15 minutes or so later, I had a tasty, freeze-your-brain frozen soda slush. It's a really nice, smooth texture with no lumps.
Next, I wanted to try simple frozen margaritas. There are a few complications when adding alcohol that aren't there for simpler drinks. For starters, the machine really only works on mixed drinks. You couldn't simply freeze vodka or gin in this machine and then have that turned into slush. The other thing you'll need to know is that almost anything you put into the Ninja Slushi needs to use sugar. This could be a huge limitation for some users, myself included. I generally try to steer away from sugar, so I was surprised to find out that the sugar content in any slushy drinks made here is mandatory.
Ninja spells it out in the recipe book. Slushie has a strict 4% minimum sugar requirement. Technically, this isn't the machine being picky, but more about the science of slushes in general, because sugar lowers the freezing point of any liquids you add, which is vital for getting that slushy texture.
For instance, if you're adding 8 ounces of liquid, you need to add at least 8 grams or 1.5 teaspoons of sugar as well. Surprisingly, the Ninja Slushi will actually give you a low sugar alert if you don't put in enough, so just opting out of putting any sugar in isn't really an option. The Ninja Slushi knows.
The recipe guide tackles this, noting that sugar-free substitutes or artificial sweeteners aren't going to help you meet the maximum sugar requirements. Only true sweeteners like syrups, sugar, maple syrup, or honey will count. With that aside, I mixed up a homemade batch of margarita mix with just lime juice and sugar. The recipe book does also offer you a mix and match cocktail guide that can tell you how much mixer to use and how much alcohol to add. In almost every case, you will also need to add a substantial amount of water. Perhaps not surprisingly, this is what will freeze to create the slushy part of your drink. The amount of alcohol it asked to add to the mixture was actually on the low side, but I figured I could always add a shot to the drink after if it wasn't enough. I mixed up my liquids in a pitcher, enough for 4 servings, and then I chilled it in the fridge until it was time to mix. Start the machine running and choose a program which your recipe will suggest for you. You'll open the small door in the top of the tank and pour your mixer in. Close it and then let the machine run. On the front of the machine are 2 sets of buttons and lights. On the left, you'll choose whichever type of drink you're making, and on the right, you can view or adjust the freezing level. The light up bar here is where you also might get a low sugar warning. The lights will ripple or flash if you don't have enough sugar in your device.
Similarly, if you have too much sugar or too high of an alcohol content, the lights will flash one at a time in ascending order. To correct things, you can either add more water or more sugar or something like a simple syrup to the mix.
Fortunately, right out of the gate, I got the mixture right. I checked on it about every 10 minutes or so as it was churning, and I could slowly see it getting frozen. The machine will beep when the mixture is at optimal slush level, and when my drink was ready, about 40 minutes later for this one, I did opt to increase the coldness level and let it run a further 15 minutes.
I'm just going to turn the machine on here so you can hear what it's like while it's running beside me. Okay, now because the machine does run almost silently, it's actually quite easy to leave it running to first chill your drinks and then hold them at a cold temperature. We had some friends over to try the margaritas I made, and everyone actually marveled at how quiet the machine is.
When you're ready to serve, it's as simple as pulling the large handle forward and letting the liquid flow. It does come out quite fast, but the handle shuts tightly with few drips when you close it up. So what did the margaritas taste like? The Ninja recipe book does say that even though you're putting in what feels like a lot of sugar, the drinks shouldn't taste overly sugary when they're served.
Even so, all 4 of us that sampled the margaritas did find them a little on the sweet side, but the overall taste was good and the frozen texture was really fun and unique, which did bring a lot of enjoyment to our cocktail hour.
We did end up putting an ounce of tequila into the bottom of the glasses to boost the flavor and the octane. This is actually a better option than putting more booze into the mixing chamber because if the mix has too much alcohol, it won't freeze correctly. Next up, I wanted to try frozen kombucha. Making this drink is simple, just pouring a couple cans of kombucha into the machine. But sadly with this one, it was a bust, likely due to too little sugar. It just froze up inside the machine and wouldn't flow at all. I moved on to making a few more one-ingredient drinks.
Ninja actually recommends drinks like this, calling them no-prep slushies, and suggesting things like soda, sports drinks or energy drinks, iced tea, lemonade, and even pre-mixed hard seltzers, pre-mixed cocktails, or other juices are ideal for a quick turn into a frozen drink.
Making other frozen cocktails is easy too. Try a pre-mixed daiquiri mix or add your own ingredients for fresher drinks with fewer artificial ingredients. I used coconut milk, pineapple juice, and rum to make pina coladas. These froze up really well and made a really tasty, if quite sweet, pina colada that was a hit at cocktail hour. You can make frozen mimosas by mixing OJ and sparkling wine or sparkling grape juice, and I got really good results from that too. You can also pour white or rosé wine into the machine and it'll freeze, creating a frosé.
Now, red wine doesn't have that much sugar content, so if you do prefer red wine, you're going to need to make more of a sangria mix by adding sugar or juices and other liquids.
I mixed cold coffee from the morning, some sugar and cream, or you could use a non-dairy milk, and I let that cycle through the machine on the frappe setting to make a tasty frozen coffee drink. Add a tablespoon of chocolate syrup or caramel, and you've actually got a drink that rivals those $6 beverages from the local cafe. Ninja Slushi will even make milkshakes without ice cream. Just use milk, cream, cocoa, and sugar and let the machine do the work on the milkshake setting. It's actually incredibly handy and it feels like a lot less work.
One of the worst parts about owning a specialty appliance is typically the cleanup. I'm really glad to report that cleaning this machine was incredibly easy.
There's a rinse cycle, and when the machine is empty, just fill it back up to max capacity with warm water to wash away any drink particles still stuck on the inside. When finished, you can disassemble the components for hand washing or put them in the dishwasher.
One of the big questions people had for me about this machine is why would you need a slush machine, especially if you have a blender? After all, a blender can usually crush ice and mix drinks fairly well, right? One of the top promises of this type of machine is that it can make drinks that are a more uniform texture. Blender-made slushes or frozen drinks often have large ice chunks, and if I'm being honest, those blenders can be loud, noisy, and inconsistent. It goes without saying that they also require you to have lots of ice on hand to make those drinks. Ninja Slushi, on the other hand, doesn't use ice and it doesn't need you to supervise it, plus it does run really quietly.
Overall, the Ninja Slushi is a fun and handy machine that performs exactly as advertised, and it offers some nice extras to add to the versatility.
Let's go over both the pros and the cons so you can see if the Ninja Slushi might be right for you.
On the pro side, I love how easy this machine is. It's simple to mix liquids, pour it in, and just wait. I appreciate that it's really easy to clean as well. You can use it to make drinks from 2 to 8 servings, and I found the recipe book to be really helpful in getting good results. I was also blown away by the fact it runs almost completely silently, and that this machine makes so many different types of drinks all in one device makes it really versatile. So what are the potential downsides? The major con for me isn't about the machine, it's the required sugar content. For some folks, it may be quite a turnoff that any drink you're going to get out of it needs to have a minimum 4% sugar, and sugar-free sweeteners and alternatives just won't work in the machine. The only other potential downside I can think of is the freezing time. While I actually found most drinks are frozen quite quickly in about 30 minutes or so, depending on what you're mixing, it could take up to an hour. Also, I do think the machine could use some integrated handles for carrying it and moving it easier around the kitchen.
But in short, I think this is a really fun, fantastic machine that would be great for people who like parties or entertaining, or who are looking for a way to avoid paying for pricey drinks at restaurants or cafes. In short, I am in love with Ninja Slushi, and I think you'll love it too. It's the machine I didn't know I needed. It sells for about $3.49 US or $4.29 Canadian, and you can get it from places like Amazon. And Ninja is the master when it comes to creative home appliances. Check out its soft serve ice cream maker or see what competitor Cuisinart is up to right now.